Hello and welcome back to the series where I spend my money so you don't have to. My name is Julia and today we are looking at the Ouai shampoo. Now this is a clarifying shampoo and I have been looking forward to trying this for the longest time because I've been on the hunt for a clarifying shampoo that is basically going to strip the oils from your hair and leave it feeling very light and wonderful. Now I have been battling with some build-up since I switched up my shampoo and conditioner. I was trying this very natural shampoo and conditioner combo and it left my scalp feeling so heavy and so like clogged up, and that sounds awful and disgusting, but the hair strand felt really heavy even after a wash. So the next day it would just almost feel like it was day 3 and it was getting greasier so much faster. I was using a ton of dry shampoo. I was not happy. I ended up using it all up and then I decided, you know what, I've had enough. I need to scour the internet and find the best recommended product, and this was it, the Ouai Detox Shampoo for all hair types, it says. So I splurged on this, and I call it a splurge because this is quite a pricey product, which is why I wanted to review it, because I thought I mustn't be the only one who's thinking, is this really worth the price? And there are a few reviews on the internet, but I thought, you know what, I really need to say my 2 pence on this. So this is the 300ml version. It's sort of the middle one. So they have a travel size which is 89ml. This is 300, so it's a lot smaller, hence the travel size, and it's 3 fluid ounces in case you're wondering. It cost £12 in the UK on Cult Beauty. That's where I bought this from. You can also find it on Sephora. In the US it retails for about £16 and in Europe for about €14. This is 28, so it is by no means the cheapest shampoo out there. I think I've used £4 shampoos, I've used £8 shampoos. I don't tend to spend more than about £5 to £8 on shampoo and conditioner, and I love a good deal. I'm the person where if I find like a buy the shampoo get the conditioner at like on offer, I love that. So I love the deals. This does not come with a deal. You might be able to find it on like a seasonal sale, like a summer sale or a winter sale, where you can get 10 to 15% off. Maybe if you also sign up to their subscription list or whatever, you can also get something on there. But full price, it's £28, so it is the most I have ever spent by a long mile on a shampoo, and I hope this is worth it. There's a video online, you've probably seen it, where it says, "You better fix my entire life, you little shit." This is it. I'm hoping that this resolves all of my life's issues, not just my hair issues, because for £28 it is a big amount, which is why I thought, is it worth it? And in the US it retails for $32. In Europe it's €30, and 300ml. It's a good quantity. It's not the most, it's not the least. It's sort of like middle-ish in terms of typical amount you might get in a shampoo bottle. However, they also do these very eco-friendly bags where you basically can refill this. So you keep your container, which I love, and then you buy this bag of shampoo, which uses a lot less plastic than this, and then you can refill your bottle, and that is almost a litre. It's 32 fluid ounces, it's 946ml, which is oddly specific, but I think it's because they converted it from the American ounces. So it's almost a litre, so you'll probably get 3 really good refills. So if this is 28, you're saving some money by buying the bag because you're getting essentially like 3 times the amount. And it will cost you about 65 euros in Europe if you are buying it from there. Bearing in mind that you also only use this about once a month, or at least that's what I heard was recommended, that you use this almost as a treatment. So you don't use this every single week or every single wash. You use it about once a month because it can strip your hair. Now, I know someone who used to use dish soap to basically get the effect of this, but I spoke to a hairdresser and her face literally dropped when I told her about this and I asked her, is it a good idea? She was like, absolutely not. So what hairdressers recommend are clarifying shampoos. Don't use dish soap if you can help it. I know it's tempting because you just want to get all of that like product build up off of your hair strand. but this is the better alternative. And again, you only use this once a month, supposedly, you know, see how it goes. That's what I'm going to try. But I also heard that the best way to use this is to do 2 washes. So basically, you go in, you dampen your hair. Well, actually you should soak your hair, make sure it's all completely wet. You take this, you work it into your hands, and then you put it into your hair. You let it sit for 1 to 3 minutes. So you kind of let it really do its work, brew, simmer, whatever that's meant to happen. Anyway, and then you rinse it, and then you repeat that. So you do that twice. You basically wash twice in one go, which is quite interesting. And then I also heard, and I'm not going to do this, but I think there is some logic to this, that you can then go in with your typical shampoo, but I think that this should be enough as a standalone, which is why I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do 2 washes in one, and then I'm not going to go in with any other hair shampoo. I'm probably going to try some conditioner in the ends, because that's how I like to use my conditioner. I don't put it from root to tip just because my hair goes instantly greasy the very next day, so that can't happen. And so I'll use this, then go in with a general just conditioner that I have. I think it's probably going to be a L'Oreal one, just through the ends, just to make sure that those get extra hydration, because there is a matching conditioner to this, but I thought, you know what, I want this just for the roots and just to detox that. The ends, I'm just going to go in with some bog standard like mask or conditioner, because it's just from here onwards, so it's, I don't know, 2 centimeters. This is recommended for a flaky and dry scalp. Now I don't have that. My scalp doesn't flake unless I get sunburnt, which almost never happens, but that's the only time when I get anything resembling like flakes or dandruff. And also my scalp is not dry, it's actually excessively oily, and especially now because of that shampoo conditioner combo that I used, that was an absolute flop. I'm essentially going to test this for oiliness. The active ingredient in this that is basically going to clarify and detox the scalp is the apple cider vinegar. I haven't smelt this yet, so I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm suspecting and expecting that there will be some acidity, some like lemonness or appliness to it, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm so excited. I wanted to smell this on camera just so you can get my first response and reaction to it, but I bet it's going to smell yummy. This is a vegan shampoo. It is also cruelty free. It's gluten free, paraben free, sulfate free, SLS and SLES free. I don't know what those mean, but I just read them off the website just now for you, just so you know that all of the ingredients in here are meant to be quite good for your hair and for your scalp, so you shouldn't be worrying about those nasty chemicals and ingredients, which I always look for. I always think, is this good for my scalp? Is it going to do the job, but in a good, healthy way? Because I don't want to use bad chemicals to achieve a good result. I'd rather use good chemicals and substances to achieve that good result. So hopefully this is going to be resulting in some good results from good ingredients. Let's look at the packaging. It is really lovely, beautiful, gorgeous. I love this iridescent sheen, the silveriness that it has. It's semi-transparent, and inside it sort of looks like an amber sort of golden colour to this. It's got a little lid that you just push up, it clicks, and then you turn it upside down and you essentially press down and it comes out. It isn't coming out now because it is still sealed. It doesn't come in a box, which I kind of do like, because I just don't think it's necessary to have all of that excessive packaging around it. It's a bottle, you don't need a box. As long as the instructions and ingredients are on the back, that's everything you need. Time for the smell test. I'm going to unscrew this. You can see the foil on here. If yours does not come with a foil, do return it, because it means that it probably has been tampered with, so you should be careful. Removing this is very satisfying, but I didn't think about how I was going to get shampoo on my fingers, but it does smell nice. It's almost got a perfume scent. It smells like a perfume that I feel like I own. Oh, you know what it smells like? Oh my goodness. I can tell you what this smells like. It smells exactly like the Chloe love story. Almost. It's a really close comparison. So if you've got this perfume, or if you're a fan of Chloe love story, then you are going to really enjoy the scent of this. It doesn't have that strong apple scent. It doesn't have a strong like acidic, citrusy anything, but it's very mild, almost slightly like lightly floral. It also doesn't smell like your bog standard soap, in case that's your worry. If you enjoy this, you're going to love this. You might be able to tell that my hair is quite sleek, and that's because it's wash day for me. I tend to wash my hair every 3 days. I can probably go 4 days without washing. If I were to go out now, I'd probably just stick this in a ponytail and I'd be completely fine. I'll also give you some close-ups of that. I kept it like so, and I'm filming this because I'm going to wash my hair, and then afterwards I'm going to give you my like first impressions on how it feels. So without further ado, let's do that. This is day 1, and it's what my hair looks like before styling. I washed my hair last night and I did 2 washes. So I put about, I don't know, a dime size in the palm of my hand, and I lathered this up, and the first time I went in it didn't really lather very much, so I rubbed it between my palms just to activate the product, and then I went into the roots mostly, and then once it was kind of lathered up in the roots I then like brought it down towards the ends. However, the first time there was very little lather. However, the second time there was a lot, like an excessive amount, to the point where I could literally just push my hair up and it would just stay vertical. It was overwhelming. It was very surprising compared to the first wash. So I do recommend going in twice, just because I think the first time you're sort of cleansing, and the second time is when you actually fully remove everything and you can say that you know you've done it properly. So I recommend, if you're going to do the 2 washes, second time use less product, because you're just going to get a lot of lather and you'll just be there like struggling to get into your hair just because there's so much of it. My hair felt very light afterwards. It almost had a lift at the root and it felt very fluffy. It was also a lot fluffier visually. I have gone in with some oil and some heat protectant so I can be ready to style it, but last night it was huge. It was up to here. It's not feeling dry at all. I'm not seeing any flakes, there's no itchiness, and running my fingers through my hair, it feels quite sleek and quite slippery. And after the wash, which I found super surprising, as I was drying my hair with the towel, it squeaked. My hair actually squeaked. It was squeaky clean because it actually squeaked, and that was just a huge surprise. I was like, wow, it's squeaking. It's almost like that dish, like clean dish squeak. I don't know if that's an appropriate comparison, however, that was a surprise. I'm looking forward to styling it actually, and I'm quite curious to how it will look. I think I'm going to try and go 4 days without washing my hair, and we're going to see how that looks. I worked out this morning. While I was working out, it also felt like my scalp could breathe and sweat better. And running my fingers through my hair now, it still feels just as light, not at all greasy, not at all sweaty, so it's a good sign. And I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how this feels and works in the next few days. So this is the hair. It is looking exceptionally wonderful. It usually doesn't sit this well post straightening. Usually I have to make sure to hairspray it, brush it a few times just to ensure that it sits. Sometimes I'll clip it a little bit just to mold it into place, but as I was straightening it, I just could tell that it was just straightening so beautifully. My hair is quite temperamental in the sense that it's got a mind of its own, and my texture isn't usually as sleek as it is right now. It feels very silky, like my fingers can just glide through the hair. Usually it has more texture, which I'm not a big fan of. If you do like texture, then this shampoo might not be the one for you. You can still try it out, make sure to test it, see if it works for you. For me, it has worked favourably in the sense that it has made my hair exceptionally sleek, and that has meant that it was really fast and really easy to straighten. So it was super fast. Usually it's not that efficient, and that has meant that my heat styling time has almost halved, which is incredible. I didn't think it would happen ever. It's almost like I washed with soft water. The area that I live in has a lot of hard water, so that's not very good, but this has almost sort of gotten rid of that effect. Hard water makes hair sort of stick up, it's quite frizzy, it adds a lot of texture, and it's not really good. Not good for me at least. However, This has made, the shampoo I mean, has made it feel very sleek, very sort of almost weighed down, but in a light way, if you know what I mean. I am very impressed. I'm going to keep testing the shampoo for the next 4 days, so I'm not going to wash again. I'm going to see if I can go 4 days without washing my hair, which is going to be quite the challenge, but I suspect that this shampoo is up to the challenge. If I'm right and correct, then I should still have okay looking hair by day 4, or at least I should have day 3 looking hair by day 4. I'm just excited for tomorrow, and now I feel like I need to go out and do something because my hair looks so wonderful, better than it does usually. So I don't know, this is the sort of shampoo that makes you want to get out of the house. I can already tell. It's day 2, I'm about to head to the gym. I'm in my gym clothes, I have no makeup on, a little bit of lip balm, and I'm about to put my hair up, but I wanted to check in with you and update you on how the hair situation is progressing. So there is no oiliness as far as I can tell. The roots are still feeling quite lifted. The hair has kept its shape from the styling I did yesterday, which is encouraging but also quite typical. I don't tend to heat style my hair between washes, so I'll just do it once after I've washed my hair and then it just tends to stay. Tomorrow will be day 3. Typically I would be washing my hair tomorrow, but I'm going to try and push it for day 4 because at the moment it's feeling really good and I think it's going to last 2 more days. So full day tomorrow plus the morning of the 4th day, because I tend to wash my hair in the evenings. So far so good. I'm going to go work out and fingers crossed the shampoo keeps performing. It's day 3 and I'm happy to report that my hair is sitting at a solid oily. So it's not greasy yet. It would typically be, I think, because day 3 is the day when I would usually wash my hair. Don't worry, I have been showering daily. This experiment has not stopped me from showering, it's just stopped me from washing my hair. I'm not going to wash it today, I'm going to wait until tomorrow and see what it is like. Usually on day 3 I'd be getting some separation, there'd be a lot of oil and build up and the roots would be very flat and sleek and it would just be unpleasant. However, I think I could even kind of get away with this. I'm not going to though because I'm heading to the gym, which is why I'm also not wearing any makeup. I'm going to put this in a bun, or actually I think my hair's too short for a bun, that's ambitious, in a ponytail, and as you can see also the hair has kept the styling. On day 1 I went to the gym in the morning and then I styled my hair, but on day 2 I just used a typical hair bubble and put it up and there has been no kinkage, no kinks, no big like mess in terms of styling. If I were to be going out and leaving my hair down, I would probably use some dry shampoo even now just because I'm slightly uncomfortable with the oily sheen. It's just the sheen, it's not a big deal, but I would just feel more comfortable with that, and then I'd probably just straighten the front bits a little bit just around my face where they've kind of gone a little bit wavy, but otherwise it's still good. Like for day 3 this is really great hair, I'm very happy. I won't be leaving it down though because I think it's completely impractical. However, I do think it's still a possibility, which might just prove that the detox shampoo did a really good job. I'll conclude on day 4 and tell you my final thoughts. However, so far so good, and I've also been noticing that less hair has been falling out. Usually when I'd brush my hair there'd be quite a bit of hair on the hairbrush, there might even be the odd strand that has fallen on the floor. None of that has happened. It's been very, very good. I will see you tomorrow for the final update. It's day 4, which means you are getting my final thoughts on this product, the Ouai Detox Shampoo. So I've been pleasantly surprised throughout this whole journey that this has actually worked exceptionally well. And I didn't think I'd see many results because I believe that most shampoos are kind of all the same. However, this one did perform a noticeable difference. So first of all, there was no flakiness, no dryness, no excessive oiliness, which I thought there would be, because I thought if this takes away all of the excess oils and the build-up from my scalp, then what if it freaks out and it thinks, oh my goodness, I've got to produce excess oils. However, on day 4 my scalp is probably as clean as it would be on day 3, and there wasn't a big difference between day 3 and 4. Also bearing in mind that I've been working out 3 days in a row, so days 1, 2 and 3, my hair has held up amazingly well. Usually the oils are sort of activated by sweat from the gym, and this hasn't happened. Would I have liked to actually wash my hair? Yes, but I said I would review it 4 days in a row, and I have, and I'm very happy because it was a really good test of its performance. Now, do I think it's worth the money? Yes. I think if you're going to use this as a treatment that you'll perhaps implement either every 3 or 4 weeks, then 100% yes. If you're going to use this twice a week or even once a week, I don't think it is, because you're going to go through it really quickly and it's not going to also maybe perhaps work as well. I know this isn't recommended as a daily or weekly shampoo. However, you can use it as you like. I'm not going to stop anyone from doing so, and you can also buy it and try it out for yourself. It has worked for me and I hope it works for you, but if it doesn't, then take that with a pinch of salt. We all have very different needs, and just because it worked for me doesn't necessarily mean that it will 100% work for you. But I do think that this is for all hair types, and not just because it says on the bottle, but just because I can anticipate that even men, women, dry scalp or flakiness or oiliness, this will benefit you because everyone gets this build up, whether you're using the wrong shampoo and conditioner like I did, or whether, you know, you're just using mousse or gel or anything like that, you will still get that build up. And for me, I found that the build up just made my hair oily. I couldn't get from day 1 to day 2 without dry shampoo. I couldn't even get to day 3 sometimes, and it was just getting too frequent to the point where I thought, well, I can't be washing my hair every 2 days, which I had done because I was using the wrong shampoo and conditioner. But this has definitely helped, and I look forward to actually trying it and using it in the future and seeing how it performs in the long term, in 6 months or a year. This has only been a few days, but I'm definitely going to stick with it because it has done a lot more good than most of the shampoos and conditioners that I've tried in the past few months. So would I recommend this? Absolutely, but only as a treatment, and bear that in mind. If you find that your hair doesn't need it, that, you know, you've got a really clean scalp and you're not noticing build-up and you're not struggling with excessive oiliness, then don't, because there are many great shampoos out there. But if you are struggling with any of that, try this. I do recommend. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful, and I will be doing more reviews, so make sure to subscribe and you'll get notified of those. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.